As the Liberal Democrats gathered in Liverpool to start their first party conference as a party of power, hundreds of Unite and other public sector trade union members rallied to demonstrate against the massive cuts that the unions believe will devastate services and communities. Unite Joint General Secretary Tony Woodley explains why they were there.
Okay, well, this is a fantastic demonstration from Unite and all the unions because this is the first time that we've had a chance to remind the Liberals that these have got no electoral mandate here to assassinate our public services. It gives us an opportunity to voice our opinion, showing that they've betrayed the electorate and their own voters here when they're prepared to back maybe close to 1.3 million people losing their jobs, when they turn around and prepare to attack public services the length and breadth of this country, whether it's in our schools with the school building programme assassinated, or whether it's with school support units going, or indeed whether it's into the private sector, with construction workers losing their jobs as a consequence, or bus workers seeing their subsidies reduced as a consequence. So it's a really important day today when we all know it doesn't have to be this way. And let no one be fooled that this is a problem caused by us and we're all in it together. We're not in it together. Cameron and his team aren't going to be affected by any of these cuts. They're not going to be affected at Eton as millionaires. They're not going to be affected with pay freezes, pensions reductions and job losses. None of them are.
We asked Unite members why they were demonstrating.
Got to send loud and clear to the LibDems is don't be making those massive Tory cuts that you're proposing, because it'll just be devastating to our communities, devastating to public services, and it'll create unemployment and poverty. And if you're going to implement those cuts, then we're going to fight you.
Well, the effect they're having in Knowsley at the moment is a cut in the play working services, in leisure services, in education, basically a breakdown of society.
We're protesting against the cuts in public services. On the Wirral there's going to be 90 million at least over the next 3 years planned. The cuts are going to affect the vulnerable. There's people who are not going to have the choice with their services. People are not going to be able to access swimming baths, parks, every service is undercut and under threat.
My children's future are at stake, my grandchildren's future are at stake because of the cuts in the education system and the three-tier system that the government is bringing about through academy and private schools.
It doesn't have to be this way because there are alternatives. You know, we can turn around and see tax avoidance measures stopped and get that £25 billion back as a consequence. We can see that Robin Hood tax on the banks for each of their transactions, maybe building double that amount. So let no one be fooled here that we're all in it together. We're not all in it together. It's working men and women, poorer people, less able to really survive the cuts that are going to be in this at the sharp end and the sharp end. And that's why our union's position is not to wait to follow people till public opinion is on us, but for us to lead public opinion by fighting back now, striking if need be, and making sure we support our public services.